Welcome back, Baddy Charity League. My name is AJS0, and I am currently surviving on pure caffeine and adrenaline. Tim, how are you?
I am doing great, and I wish I was doing half as good as you, though, because my god, I would feel alive.
Whew, I am jacked after that last game. I've been
Oh.
consulting with some of the AD carries I know. I have actually been strategizing with Salvo about how to perform in this tournament. I asked him, I was like, Salvo, this is easy. Why don't you just pick Jinx?
You know how mad that made him?
Very.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure he was absolutely livid. As Salvo never gonna hasn't gotten to play a game of Jinx in Baddy League in like probably 4 years, and probably won't for another 8.
But this game, two teams that could play Jinx, as
Yeah.
neither myself nor Salvo, the two greatest Jinxes in SPL history, are in this one.
Salvo's in this one.
Oh, wait a second. I'm looking. They're out of order. Never mind. So another. Wait, they're gonna first pick it. No. This is Cal's team. Cal. He always wanted to let Jinx through. When we were SBL teammates, he always wanted to let Jinx through. He doesn't know. This could be a fatal mistake from hook resets, or the end of an era from Salvo. I can't wait to see what it's going to be.
Oh my god, it's here. It's here. The Jinx is coming. Right? There's
Yeah,
no
because
way.
they're gonna pick pure dive. They're gonna try to say, "Hey, Salvo, you're not that good. Why is everyone so scared of this Jinx?"
Oh man, here we go. Here we go. I'm like on the edge of my seat waiting. How is it? Okay, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, well, I was gonna say, I'm like, what is taking so long here to...
Oh, we get there. Salvo, for the first time in ages, will get to play Jinx. And, I mean, it's no pressure. And by no pressure, I mean a ton of fucking pressure.
Oh,
because
yeah.
this champ, the longer this fan phase has gone on, the more the pressure is built. And now you're playing it with Batmail on her main, her Pike as well.
Yeah, we're gonna see hook resets on the Thresh, though.
Yeah, he had, some nice plays in the last game, but it definitely, I don't think it was as impactful as he picked it to be. He's picking this to dominate in the lane, and the lane went pretty even in the last game. But we'll see here. I think Batman and Salvo.
His roaming and team fight was impeccable, though. But oh hell yeah, we got a game here.
Holy shit!
As Legend Digger says, I have to take on the Chop Man. So he's going to take nothing else than the inventor of Piltover himself. The Legend Dinger. Oh, buddy. And Vi on Devout Milk here. Yeah, not a surprise. Vi's been, like, super high priority today.
She's very high win rate on live right now. She's one of the most contested picks in solo queue, it sounds like, and just works very well in most situations. Yep. So I think a lot of.
I mean, that's a classic. That's a classic SPL champ already, anyway. So the fact that she's good right now, on top of that, like she sees a decent amount of play in SPL, even when she's not like particularly meta.
Thanks, Arcane.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to watch the next 2 episodes of that. The first one was very good.
Yeah, dude. I was actually really shocked. I can't believe they killed Caitlyn off in the first 3 episodes.
You son of a bitch.
You won't believe what happens next.
Yeah. Fucking just casually dropping Dumbledore dies.
Well, I mean, Dumbledore actually dies. There's a critical difference here. I like to think telling people Caitlyn dies is like an obvious fake spoiler. Like, you're not going to kill off a league champion.
Yeah.
Probably?
Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. How does that work?
I don't know.
Yeah. They just delete him from League of Legends. Vi dies at the end of the series, and she's just gone.
No, they can delete somebody shitty like Yasuo.
Unfortunately, Yasuo is too popular to be deleted.
Yeah, I know. As shills.
Wait, no way. No way.
Oh, way. Wow. I wonder if they're going to role swap here. Milk, he played top lane in the last SBL. I think Mad Cow is going to go into the jungle this game.
Ooh, jungle.
He's last picking something janky.
No, but they already have Vi. Oh, hell yeah. Nivea? Oh my god, I'm so excited to cast another Nivea. Please. Please, 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 please. Show me the bird. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh. They heard me. Yeah!
Big dick energy. This man may not have a PPP, but his PP is big.
Yeah. All right.
What a wild team.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's real.
I think that's real. I think that's very real. Yo, this
game
I am so
holy
shit. I am so cracked. If I had to go 0-2 for this, fuck it, worth.
Yeah, you were worth losing.
Yeah, that's fair. I won't even be upset about that. I am so fucking cracked. I just need one more fucking dumbass champ. All right.
It's gonna be ball
That's a good.
system
That's
with
a good pick. That's a good pick, but I'm not a hyped pick.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but this other team though. It's oh shit! It is Dario Chapman on the Malphite.
Let's wait and see. I will be shocked if I think that's a mistake. This team's win condition, I think, involves Dario Chapman being a pressure point than lane.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe nothing beats Heimerdinger. Maybe he's just like, all right, I'll just farm it out instead of being one of these like 70 CS Malphites at 30. I'll be like a 400 CS Malphite.
Yeah, maybe
but what backline is there to dive? There's no AD carry on the other team.
There's the dinger. You dive the dinger.
He's diving the dinger and the bird, I guess.
Yeah. As I really wish I could hear their comms to know what made them go, yeah, we're picking Malphite.
It's SBL. The Malphite always comes through by the ends.
That's the truth. There's been some things that are inevitable in SBL. Like every season.
One thing that is inevitable is that I'm sticking to my rule today, and this is the last game I'm going to get the cast. And that means once we hit the spectator delay counts, we will not talk about this game again until we load on to Summoner's Rift. And that's great because we have a lot else on our agenda to talk about. Like, fuck, I mean, you can still show the champions, you hamster ass.
Hold on. I'm fucking typing the fucking, I'm typing the fucking names in. This is, yeah, no, this is the problem of not having pre-built teams for this.
I don't think you had to hide the LoL clients to do that. That's why
no, the problem is I don't play on borderless on it, or it's minimized right now, so it's not picking up video source. 3.
Why is it not on a monitor? You confuse me. Your setup confuses me.
But
what doesn't confuse me is the chance to raise money for the children.
Yeah.
Where we are currently sitting at, whoa, baby, let's go, Daddy. Anonymous with the $70. Thank you. You get one coupon for a free bustin' my behinds redeemed whenever you would like it. And that means we are only. Wait a second.
My league game actually never launched the. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I am like really dumb. Holy shit! I understand why
you're. I'll let you in on some insider tech as a professional commentator here.
Holy shit!
When you need to do the technical troubleshooting, just let the other guy monologue.
No. I follow. I let you monologue. More of the fact that it all dawned on me why you're so confused, and it turns out it's just because I'm retarded.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, very, very fucking dumb. Holy shit,
But speaking of,
I hurt myself in confusion.
Someone, please, we are $30 away from the 4K mark. Really, I mean, we're hoping to hit as much money as we can milk from you people as possible, and we're running out of time. We only have 2 games of League of Legends left tonight. Yeah. So, folks, if you had any last donations, we are approaching that time. Let's see if we can hit that 4K mark during this game. Are you able to pull up the donation tracker?
Let's see here. Yeah,
I rely on it being on stream because that's where I look at it. Yo, and speaking of the Xmas tree, this man is a professional. He already knows about the exclamation mark donates that you can do to get that link up because kids are poggers and we're going to save them. We can save them.
Yeah. You too can be poggers with easy donations to Marshfield's Children's Hospital.
Most of you can be poggers.
Some of you have to donate more money than others to be poggers.
Yeah, everyone can be poggers for a price, but the price varies. It's economics, folks. Don't blame me.
That's just how it is.
If you don't have a high value, blame your fucking self. Because we are here to rank each other. This is the SBL after all, and all we are 4 digits on a draft screen. We reduce every player down to a very objective value.
And
in this game, there is a lot of low-value players.
Yes, there are. This is a big thing, though. Like, this is kind of like what helps set people's value expectations for the upcoming actual SBL season. This is what people are going to remember.
Yes, this definitely had some impact when we did the return SBL earlier this year. And I imagine when we do SBL 2.2 soon, TM, we're going to be remembering what happened today. And sadly, I'm doing a lot of winning, so my goal to go for $0 may not happen.
Not everyone can be so truly blessed to go for $0. True Zen. Everyone thinks that's a curse, right? At first they're like, oh man, I didn't go for much money. No. In SBL, that's a blessing. You want to be underappreciated and undervalued.
Right, so good level 1 here out of Blab. A lot of teams won't have somebody watching from the mid lane, which would have gave I gotta pull team names up on my notes. It would have gave top 4 team, the blue team, the chance to sneak into that river bush and potentially catch somebody off guard in the next bush. But Blaboor is an expert. The Renai circulates himself to the proper location, and everyone is gonna just watch this one out.
Yep, nothing exciting here. Classic fan out. Nothing too crazy to note. We are seeing cleanse on Salvo, which
So low-key, even when I know I should take cleanse, I don't, because I played with cleanse so little, I know I would scuff the execution on it. Because like all the times, like when I last played AD carry, like no one ever took cleanse, basically in any situation. So I've like hardly ever played with it. I feel very ashamed, especially after coming back to AD carry for this tournament. Real quick, just double check to make sure that you are up to live, and are we both just doing the fast forward like regularly to stay
I was
up to
thinking
speed?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking as long as like we don't sound like people are off, we can just leave it as is. I'm at 149, 150, 151.
I'm like 2 seconds ahead of you.
Alright, cool. I'll tap this. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna speed up 157, 158, 59, 2.
That should be good. Yeah, no, I honestly, I just keep my mouse hand like it would normally be on my mouse while I'm playing.
Yeah.
Just over like 3 inches on my plus key on my
numpad. I just
numpad.
hit that occasionally.
And with it just resting there, I think to do it all the time. So in the bot lane, watch out here. Hook resets on Tuesday. This is going to be a lot of kill pressure at 2. Batmel and Salvo were not respecting earlier, and they're not respecting again. This is going to be a hook, a flay, a knock up, a lot of damage and ignite, and Batmel is going to flash out, still loses her life.
That is not what you want to see here. This Yasuo Thresh lane is going to be the thing to watch here in this matchup.
And I would say this is maybe one of the most consistent things you will see when it's a high skill player versus a low skill player is the high skill players always know how to force level 2 first and then go for it all in with the level 2 versus level 1, especially in bot lane where there's so much extra kill potential. And Batmel, you know, obviously just picked up League of Legends in the past year, still learning the ropes, but welcome to the SBL on that one.
Yeah, that is a rough lane to have an entry matchup to.
Yes, it is. Hook resets and Mr. Tuesday, they play together a lot, and they are not done. Dub jump pathing bot the top. There was no flash available for Batmel, and this is going to be a nightmare scenario for Mundos without borders.
As it goes on to Mr. Tuesday again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This Heimerdinger proving to be very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna... You have to think this is the first time that there's... I mean, there's not gonna be kill pressure for a while in this lane for Mad Cow.
No.
After all the solo killing we've seen the Chop Man do tonight.
Yeah, I don't think a Malphite is really having kill pressure without a gank until 6, right? Like, I feel like if you have to make a colossal mistake to get a kill by a Malphite pre-6.
One would think. Especially that Dinger who's going to just walk away and let his turrets do all the heavy lifting. So that is a early Berserker's Greaves from Mr. Tuesday. We'll see what we can do with those.
That's the standard rush for Yasuo.
Yeah, you hate to see him get that on his first back.
No, that's not good.
And not only that, but he does have a big wave coming towards him, so he should be able to do whatever he wants with the freeze down there.
Yeah, Yasuo freezes are so free as well. Wind Wall just cool. I won't even take that much damage on the freeze.
You hate to see it.
Oh yeah. Is looking good here. Like really good for top 4 team. 1.2, like a 1k gold lead already at 5 minutes, and we have the invade, and Devout Milk gonna find himself in a lot of trouble here. Dub Drum and oh man, Dub Drum Mr. Hook resets, putting a lot of pressure here, getting the flash out.
I think I did get a few seconds ahead of you again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep doing this like pretty regularly. So.
Okay, cool. Yep. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, you got quite a few. Got Dragon going down.
Yeah, good play there out of top 4 team. Although it looks like they do want to contest this. We got Vi going over, but Hook Reset's getting kind of a nice play, but he's going to take a lot of damage here. Salvo is so close to an execute. Salvo is going to get his first reset of the game. Also, Oriana Blabur comes and steals the dragon. He gets the kill. No, sorry, that was just the steal. They're trying.
He also gets the kill.
Oh my god, yeah, this is just a wild fight. Neither of the top laners show up, but they don't need to. But it's just Dragon Steal. It's 2 kills over, and that's huge because that puts Salvo back in the game in this lane that they should have been out of.
Yeah, absolutely the best thing that could have happened there. Oh my god. Holy crap. That fucking, the Q with the Comet from Malphite, that just chunked Dinger.
Yo, Mad Cow is so scuffed though, like, he gets to pick Malphite and it's still a broken 1v1 lane for him. Dude's jacked. He is fucking jacked. Speaking of jacked, we got Yasuo coming in the bot lane. There is no flash available on this Jinx. There's the knockup. Salvo saying good night.
Oh man, 3-0 Mr. Tuesday. This is what got them the last time they played. Like, it was looking good for them, but then Mr. Tuesday and Hook Resets just got huge in the bot lane.
Yeah, so that will be 2 of the 3 games tonight absolutely popping off in bot lane for those 2. We'll see if they can keep this going. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them in this game because I do think they have to accelerate this game. They don't want this going late because there is a pretty simple to execute team fighting comp on the side of Mundos Without Borders, and as long as they can stop hinting out of their minds, they're going to have a lot of options in the late game.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have Oriana with 3 champions that are excellent at delivering the ball. Like, what's not to love? Is Brunei Circulation going to find himself in a lot of situations? A great wall going to come here will almost certainly mean a kill.
Yeah, that's going to be a heal blow. Oh, you're kidding me. Salvo hooked. Oh, sorry, Batmel hooked again. That's a lot of damage, but for once, not a kill in the bot lane. Man, this has been a wild day of action in the BCL.
Yeah, these games have been all over the place, which is like exactly what we want, right? I mean, we've had a lot of good plays, we've had a lot of bad plays, we've had a lot of crazy plays, and
with the ball.
Egg's not gonna save that bird.
Beautiful job. Lazy Laz getting a little greedy there, trying to pick up something on the tail end of his solo kill. Meanwhile, speaking of solo kills in the top lane, Dario Chapman, you said not going to have it till he gets the ult, but now he has that ult.
Oh my god, I almost caster cursed the shit out of that, and it still didn't matter. Because I was about to say, I was like, something to like before it.
That's a double knockup.
Oh my goodness.
So fast.
Oh, that engage potential, just the Zac into the Yasuo ult, just absolutely disgusting.
And whatever hope Salvo may have had at 1-0 is probably quickly being lost, and now we will see what does Pyke do. Maybe get some creepy XP if she's lucky.
Yeah, at best, that's what you're asking for.
Shotman, he's going to take a few tower shots pushing in top, so that's going to take a dive off the table. I don't think we'll see Milk go for anything. Man, this is so many tower plates.
Yeah, oh my god. They just keep going on as there comes another demolish, and that is 4 tower plates now. Yeah, but Nivea gonna find herself in an awkward situation. Really know to flash this.
Yeah. It's a big summoner down, and that's At least things are, I would say, going well enough in the 2 solo lanes for Mundos Without Borders that they might have a chance here.
Yeah, I mean, this Dinger, this is like your dream scenario, though, for top 4 team in your top lane, right? If your top laner is against Bad Cow and is up a wave and 0-1, just 1-0, you take that every day, right?
Yeah, you do. We'll see here. We got Dragon coming up in just a moment. And that Dragon Steal from Blab, that's actually going to turn out to be pretty huge this game, I think.
Yeah, there's a
because they're so far down in that bot lane, like, that would make the Dragon Soul such an easy win condition for top 4 team, but it's going to be, 6 minutes delayed now.
Yeah, it just gives them so much more time to not have to worry about that. Like, they can now just wait. Like, they can just choose to give up 2 dragons here, and they're not in a shit situation if that's what they want to do for their playbook, right? Like, Dinger's already down here. It's like, okay, cool. We just give this dragon. Fuck it.
Yep, take some plays for Mad Cow in the top lane.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go anywhere near this.
Yeah, exactly. Go get some farm here. Just clear some waves.
For the love of God, Salvo don't push up. As Resets is coming in, just trying to establish some vision. They'll take that. Get Mad Cow big. If Tuesday's the only Fed one, I mean, they have a lot of ways to shut him down as well, in addition to how easy the ball is to deliver. I mean, these are some, point click ult on the Vi will not be hard to hit onto a Fed Yasuo. He has to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, Vi is like a great champion here to deal with a Fed Yasuo.
But that is going to be a tower take, and Dumb Drum coming over the wall just to help his team secure it. First tower, unsurprisingly, going over to top 4 teams bot lane. But that is 4 plates on the Mad Cow. Mad Cow is up 1,000 gold in his lane currently.
That's the 4 plates right there, right? 4 plates is 640 gold. Zed left and got 4.
Your Mad Cow threatening a solo kill, maybe? No, you just go, oh my god, that comment. I mean, that's...
Yeah, Q comment. Like, look at that. It is absolutely crazy amount of damage.
Now, press R, get kill.
Yep. I mean, after you saw how much that Q did to you, right? It seems crazy to walk back up into that.
Yeah, now Vi coming up here to cover. He wants to get a 5th plate. Devout Milk is actually Mr. Tuesday's only level 7 despite all the kills because he is the bot lane carry. As we'll see if Yasuo and Hookers has to do much to defend here. Milk's going to blast Cone out. We do have 5 members of Mundos Without Borders.
This is getting, okay. Very questionable here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big dive. They're scouting it out. They want this.
I think the timer might have been low on that Rift Herald. And here we go, Dub Drum. Oh, what are you doing? Dub Drum takes a terrible angle into that fight. They're not done. Devout Milk is going very deep, putting a bunch of damage onto Lazy Laz. The Anivia going into egg form. On the other side of the fight, though, Yasuo did pick up a kill on the Salvo. This is big. This is a 1 for 2 so far in favor of Mundos Without Borders. But they may be in Stuck City here. So they're trying to walk out, taking some damage from the turrets. Devout Milk, you do not want to stop it all to that one. Take your 1 for 2, take your turret, and get the hell out. And somehow the team that has a bot lane carry up 1,700 gold is currently down on the team gold. Oh, they're not done. They're gonna rotate straight to mid here. They're gonna take some more plates because it's still only 13 minutes. There's still plates on the menu.
This game's crazy.
Yeah, this is high pressure. Devout Milk though is gonna he is definitely gonna have.
He gone. Yep. Goodbye.
He gone.
Yeah, you're not making it out of that one.
But hey, it doesn't matter. He's 2-1-3. He's got his Divine Sunder already. He's feeling big.
Zed gets an extra 150 gold on that for the shutdown.
What else here is we're gonna find out just how big the Dario Chopman is, but this is a 2 versus 3 and Salvo once again face tanking a hook. Alright, so Tim, I had a few conspiracy theories today, and I have another one.
Okay.
Salvo is gonna run it down this game because he wants people to let Jinx through in the SBL. He's going to lose the battle to try to win the war.
I would say your theory has merit, but the problem is it's Salvo, and there's no way he's thinking that far ahead. Salvo saw the shots to get Jinx, and he's already, he immediately just started popping off, and he's like, I'm gonna kill them all. I'm gonna land every single rocket.
got a long way to go here.
Yeah.
But we're not ruling anything out. You know, theoretically, anything is possible.
No, I mean, we saw the team that took 2 Elders and a Baron not win last game. So, fuck me if I could guess what the hell's going to happen.
So, back when I was in my League of Legends prime, I was known as something of a shot caller. And it actually turns out if you get Elder Dragon, you're supposed to team fight with it. So, folks, if you're ever confused about how to execute high-level League of Legends, there is your free tip for the day. You get Elder Dragon, pick a fight.
I'm so glad we don't pay you for that advice.
If you go to Metafy, you could pay me for the next advice. But before we get there, we got 30 seconds on this dragon, and we do see a bit of a setup here for Winners Without Borders. I think they're probably feeling like they can fight. I mean, they've got they've got 4 mythics on board here. The other team only has 2 currently, and they do not have a chance to get good resets here if they want to contest this dragon. I don't think they will. I think they're going to trade Dragon for Rift Herald, and I think the Winners Without Borders are going to be perfectly fine with that.
I think both teams are pretty happy with this trade.
Yeah, this fits the win conditions for both teams. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, after the top 4 team didn't get that first dragon, like the first dragon got stolen, I felt like they were way more okay with this trade. But it looks like they're gonna try and have their cake and eat it too, maybe.
Yeah, Milk. I mean, super early on the smite. Salvo secures the dragon though, so it doesn't matter. Lazy Laz is currently in the bot lane, does not have teleport, so if a fight gets picked here, Dario Chapman, he's really trying to force this. Zach has to jump out. What an awkward situation. The tower is not taken. Now Anivia's gonna go pressure a tier 2 bot. Also, real quick shout out to Chai with the sub for the kids and for Swain. Obviously, the sub money today will be going to the kids. Thank you for that, as well as the 11 months. I appreciate most of your money, and the kids appreciate the rest.
As we now see, looks like everyone's gonna try and get resets coming through for both teams.
We got still, essentially dead even on the gold here. So we're getting into that towards that mid game. Presumably we'll see some more mythics coming through as Zach did complete the Sunfire Aegis. The bird still does not have her first mythic of the game though, so that's his something to look at.
She's got the gold for it. She just has to go back.
I didn't realize that 600 was the gold for it. I just hit tab and I was like, oh, he's only got 600. That must not be enough.
Yeah, I think it's 625. I think like they didn't have it's 625. I think for Leandries. Assuming
makes
that's
sense to be close. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. What the heck? He's got a needlessly large. That doesn't build until. I'm confused. Is he going? He's got Lost Chapter, then he's got the parts for Archangels.
Oh, Mr. Tuesday, though, going to get a chance to get an exhaust here out of Dio Chapman. The Malphite ult has to get used defensively there. Exhaust traded for an ult there. Oh, that reminds me. I got to zoom my camera out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
How do you do that again?
Control Shift Z, and then you can scroll wheel down. But oh, Dario Chapman, that was nearly a pricey
Yeah,
book.
that's right. I forgot about that. It's been quite a minute. Something I'm really interested to see, like as far as like the starts developing longer, is how. But hold on for a second. Now, Devout Milk getting the unstoppable force onto Lazy Laz. Gonna head, lock this up. The bird is gonna go down. Egg is popped, but these Heimerdinger turrets are just doing an insane amount of damage. Just down goes Devout Milk, and meanwhile Salvo almost dies on the back end.
Oh my god, this is triggering my PTSD as Jinx, because in the last game I nearly got killed coming out of a fight to Baron supers. Salvo not respecting. Oh, speaking of disrespecting, Renai Circulation does not have enough respect. He ults defensively just to pull Dub Drum barely off of him, but he's gonna walk away, flash and ult to save his life, and still lose the tier 1 top.
Yeah, something I wanted to go back here is I'm really curious to see, now that like we're getting approaching the mid game, how these sieges are going to go with having a Nivea Heimerdinger, because it just seems so incredibly difficult to approach if you don't get like a good Malphite ult or like a good Ori ult to start the fight.
Yeah, I feel like in theory, top 4 team doesn't really want to group as 5. They don't want to group as 1 though either, because if Dario Chapman is there, you are not safe.
Also, speaking of Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. So part of the reason why this Malphite's doing just crack damage is he has a Ludens Tempest. This is AP Malphite. He's
Yes,
building the
I
Zonias
actually-
next.
I did
Yeah.
notice that earlier, but I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to comment on it. My apologies, folks, because that is very, very different than what you may have seen in previous games today.
Yeah, that's no tank. That's secretly an AP assassin.
The 3-0 assassin, too.
That is.
We got 55 seconds here on the Dragon timer. This should be a potential forcing of the soul points for Mundos Without Borders. They can secure it. And the recalls from top 4 team, not quite ideal right now. This means
I think that means, like...
Go over. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That might be a concession of the Dragon then, honestly. With going back at that time.
Yeah, we'll see. Dinger, he has the TP, but obviously Dinger's not a champ that you want TPing into a fight, really.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go match that wave currently.
No, he pings teleport ready, which implies that I think they are going to try and contest this Dragon.
I don't think so.
But I don't think that's
TP
right.
has been very optimal today. And this may be another one that isn't. But the rest of his team is setting up here. So Dragon up in 5. Zach does not take the charge. And now who will secure it? I think that was blue team securing Skull Crab.
Yep. And Nivea
Oh.
picked up the crab. Oh, fuck me.
Oh my god, I don't know where you are in this team fight.
I know.
Time.
I hit plus, and it was the worst possible time. I got into the autopilot, and I just see the team fight flash before my eyes. As Nivea picks up a triple kill.
Yeah, 3 for 1 so far in this fight.
Yeah.
And Salvo running to the hills here. So a conceded dragon actually turns into a taken dragon. Well played by top 4 team there on the pick.
Yeah, we're going to rewind. I'm going to rewind and show this for the viewers real fast, and then I will catch back up to you.
All right, I will let you know. Well, on live, actually, Hook Resets is maybe going to be dead here. Or not Hook Resets, sorry. Renai's Circulation is being chased down. Oh, man, he's going to be so out of sync with his team here as he's trying to buy as much time as he can, with 3 members collapsing into this bot lane. Blab is over the wall in bot lane, and now he's using his ball for move speed. He's buying so much time here. Can his team do anything? Baron is alive, but I don't think his team is in position to take it. And Renai's Circulation loses his life to the Heimerdinger.
Wow, that was quite the chase with them. You were not kidding. That was quite the little Oriana chase there.
But that does open up some pressure in the mid lane. They are going to just backdoor this turn. So it will be Blab bought enough time to secure his team the tier 1 in the mid lane. Honestly, a pretty worthwhile trade. And yeah, Tim, I'm basically just speeding up like every time I lag.
Okay.
Like, immediately.
Yep, cool.
That's seems like the easiest way.
Yeah, I forgot about it for a second, then I was like, oh, I should hit this, and I shot forward like 10 seconds. I was like, fuck me, dude.
But when in doubt,
Yeah.
don't do it when a fight's about to break out. But speaking of a fight about to break out, will Lazy Laz potentially get
he's so
victories for
boned.
a greedy recall? And Bird. The Bird is doing a lot of damage to the Chopman. Chopman actually has to pop the ult because he needs the damage. He's taking some damage to the creeps, though. Remember, he's not a tank. So, a little dicey, but a kill over to Batval puts herself onto the board. What a game.
What a game indeed. Oh, man. So Nizargo's giant spell coming out from Malphite. We finally start to see Malphite picking up a little bit of beefiness here.
Yeah, he can ult in, and then he can hit the Zhonya's Hourglass. It's
That's
brilliant.
true. Yeah, it's OP.
So here we go. Heading into a later mid game, I would call it. Advantage over the side of top 4 team, but they are really the team that needs to accelerate the game, and they are not starting the Baron. They're just using Baron as an escape route. But this is really a team, I think they need to accelerate this lead. I don't think they want to go to the 35-minute mark and be looking at an even-ish game. They need to find more. They've only taken 3 turrets so far. They are still a long way away from getting a Dragon Soul. I wonder if they can force anything around this Baron, because they have a big Anivia, they have a Heimerdinger, a Thresh. It's very hard, if they have control of the Baron area, for Mundos Without Borders to get into that pit. But we saw in the last game, this is a team that's really timid to force things, even when they know they should. see here, Salvo, no lifesteal on Salvo, so he was going to have to reset to get some health. I'm not sure what happened there.
I was saying, finally, we start to see here, this team is grouped up with a purpose. But, not feeling confident enough to just go ahead and start sieging a tower.
Yeah, I mean, they're currently losing sideways. Just Salvo almost loses his life to the red buff. Notable here, Salvo did go for the Gale Force builds. I know you see a lot of Gale Force versus Kraken Slayer on Jinx. Like, they're both pretty common right now.
Yeah, I think that's a respectable choice here. Having that extra bit of mobility is very big against like Heimerdinger, Nivea, Yasuo, right?
Yeah, you don't want Yasuo coming straight at you like you know he wants to. So I guess for lower stakes objectives, we got a minute 15 here until the next dragon spawns. Would give either of these teams the soul points.
Yeah, no, I mean that's in long-term things, right? Basically, this soul here, this dragon point will not be like that, like big in the hole, like immediate, but in the long term, like that'll very much dictate where the next pace of this game comes out in like 31 minutes.
Here though, maybe Devout Mount caught out. He barely manages to get that IQ off to get away. Oh,
wow.
Meanwhile, on the other side, though, Salvo takes so much damage because this is a big-ass bird. And now Renai, I'm lagging out when he flashes over the wall. And everyone is going to walk away. But that is a lot of...
That's a lot of pressure.
Members.
They might make a Baron play here.
They should. They need to. They have had control. They need to at least force this TP
Yep,
on
there we
Dario.
go. Yep, there we go.
But the carries for Windows Without Borders, I mean, they're nowhere near this, so unless they're going to play for a 50-50 here, you know Salvo, he has a history of finding some snipes here. Here comes the rocket. It's going to be close, but not close enough. As a Baron Nashor taken by T4T, now they have a chance to press their lead. That's going to be a flash play. Going to interrupt the Q from the Vi. Dubdrum coming around on this flank. Another Q comes out. Vi trying to run here. Can Dubdrum? Yes, just barely gets the knockup, and that is going to put Yasuo online. And terrible timing here, because this Baron Siege is ready to go. There will be a dragon trade, but it's going to be a lot lost for this dragon.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this team gets back, they will be down. Guarantee this outer tower, and this inner tower will probably be most of the way down.
And now the question is, will this team try to force under an inhib tower? They still have ults available. They still have a 5v4 advantage. They have Baron, but they do not have an ADQ, but they have a hook onto Batmel, and that is it. They take the play in. Pyke walking out with just a sliver of health. The shockwave from Renai's circulation doesn't hit anybody. But despite all this, no one has died just yet. Now Batmel gets her first reset of the fight. It's a 1-for-1 as Dario died on the other side. Can Renai's circulation get back? Salvo looking for these resets. The super creeps, though, are doing the work here. Now here comes Lazy Eyes going in, has to go golden. There are some low health bars, but this inhibitor is not quite taking it. Salvo looking for Reset City here. Can he find it? This inhibitor is about to go down. Vi gets caught up in the ice. Salvo gets one kill. Renai takes it on the back, and what an awkward fight. But a 2-for-3, and the inhibitor taken. But there goes the Jinx Rocket, only to force the egg out of Anivia.
That whole entire series of events started with the Jinx Rocket that got windwalled. It ends with the Jinx Rocket that pops an egg.
And now, for what it's worth, it is really, really big that Mundo's No Borders has the 3 dragons here. Because that means while they're defending their base that's missing an inhibitor right now, they don't have to worry about giving up Dragon Soul. So they're going to just be playing base defense for a while. They do have some decent vision in their jungle.
Yeah, now it is completely on this top 4 team to leverage this inhibitor and actually, like, you know, make some more proactive map pressure plays, right? They can't just let this inhib just do nothing.
And I do want to comment on Salvo's build because I know he was so excited to play Jinx, and therefore I am really excited to tear him down on this Jinx. But Salvo did go for the Phantom Dancer as his second item. That is a lot of fear in the Jinx build. Jinx getting the Runon's Hurricane puts such a significant amount of damage online with the splash damage that come out from the rocket autos. And Salvo did not go for that second like you would expect to be the core Jinx build almost always. So keep an eye out for Salvo's DPS. It's going to be much lower in these team fights than you would expect. And I think we saw that in the last fight where so many members were so low, but there just wasn't enough damage to finish it off. If he had gone for, you know, what you would have seen back in the day, the Salvo just sitting back and tearing everyone apart, getting the DPS until he gets the resets. If he had gone for that Kraken Slayer, Runon's build, or even just the Runons, That may have just been an outright one team fight for Mooners Without Borders.
Yeah, as now we see how just oppressive this siege can be. This top 4T. I mean,
I think
Windwall and Nivea Heimerdinger.
Yeah, they're not in a position to warrant defending a tier 2 turret right now. You give that, you're playing to scale, but they look like they want to fight. Dario Chopman's going kind of deep. He gets a 2-man ult, but I mean, there's no one really near him. Batmel doesn't have a way in here, looking for a hook, but it's just onto a tank. You didn't want to pull that one forward. This Lazy Laz is coming through, and now, oh my god, the damage comes out so hard. And this one may be all over. Though Sallow trying to put out some damage, but I mean, this is a total collapse here, as everyone on Mooners Without Borders is just falling apart. Is that, folks are buying a lot of time, actually. Salvo trying to kite out, but there's a wind or an ice wall that he cannot walk through.
And that should be game.
100%. The super creeps are coming right there. 1 for 4. Mr. Tuesday loses his life, and you say worth in all chat after that one. And that means the top 4 team are going to have a date in the finals with a rematch of the insane match you may have just watched against my PPP. We'll see your Batmel spawns. Everyone's going to run out here just hoping for a miracle, but it is asking for too much with eye circulation up in 2 seconds, but he's not going to be able to do anything to hold this Nexus. I think.
Lazy Last pet.
He gets the shutdown, but he needs a lot more than that. He does not have the damage here to stop them from autoing this. That means top 4 team is going to take the win here. They are going to make it back to the finals from loser side. They are still going to have a chance to win the Baddy Charity League.
Yep, there is the potential for a bracket reset. God help us all.
Hey, at least that one was nice and fast. That gets us a little more on track.
Yeah, it's true. That was exactly what we needed.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, folks. We'll be back in a little bit here as we'll see if top 4 team maybe needs a sec. They've played a lot of League of Legends today, and they still have potentially 2 games ahead of them. But we will be back soon with the finals, top 4 team versus PPP. Don't go anywhere.